We're here to say hey and let you in.
What are you waiting for, hon?
Let the episode begin. The girl in
Pink and the boy in
blue. But forget the heteronorms.
We're for all of you.
She from the north.
He from the south.
Millennial to Gen Z. All these differences.
Girl, you're just like me.
Pop culture obsessed, and it's your turn to breathe. So come
dive
dive into the world of the poppy scene. Boom! Hello, and welcome back to the Poppy C Pod. I am your host, Jacob David.
And I'm your host, Sarah Mackenzie. And I just want to say a huge thank you to all of your amazing support over the last few weeks. We love yous.
Yes, we do. Our Poppy C listeners are definitely the loving kind when there is something new and they make the promise to support us.
I see what you're doing here. They're also sexy wee love machines, and I'm pretty sure most can't speak French. Have you guessed yet?
Oh, baby. I'm sure they have. Yes, over the next 2 Rewind episodes, we are going to be looking back at the most successful UK girl group of the noughties. It's Girls Aloud.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. The ghetto band with some of the strongest accents to ever be heard in the land of pop culture.
And after a long, hot summer with the girlies reuniting, we've decided to take a dive into the biology of Girls Aloud.
Oh, you're good. So let's jump into it and get on with the show. Let's hit that rewind button.
Ba-boom! The Poppy C Pod. Making me a Gemini. Hi, guys.
Hiya, Hans. We just wanted to start off this episode with a warning.
In this episode, we do attempt accents from across the UK and Ireland.
They are dreadful.
And we are sorry in advance.
Enjoy the episode.
Oof!
Oh, we've landed back in 2002. Ouch, me bum. Which is somehow, Jacob, 22 years ago. But in my head, it's like 10, you know?
Yeah.
Let's just remind ourselves of the scene of 2002 in the land of pop culture.
Ooh.
Now, Britney and Justin had just split.
Aww.
And Christina had unleashed her dirty era. Dirty with a double R. The only way to spell it. Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, Star Wars and Spider-Man were the best-selling films of the year.
Oh, it's all about the superheroes and elves and things.
Stuff that didn't really excite me.
It doesn't do it for me personally. But big slay for those that it does.
Yeah. Eminem's The Eminem Show was the biggest selling album of the year. And we were all listening to Nelly's Dilemma.
That does do it for me.
Oh, yes. Ashanti's Foolish does it for me. And Vanessa Carlton's Ding 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 Ding, 1,000 Miles.
You.
1,000 Miles on our second generation iPods.
Oh.
I know, right? Alicia Keys took home 5 Grammys, including the one for her song Falling.
Keep on falling. Masterpiece.
That one. Buffy the Vampire Slayer herself, Sarah Michelle Gellar, married my absolute teenage obsession, Freddie Prinze Jr.
What a couple.
Oh, dream couple.
What a couple. Yeah.
Still together.
I kind of crushed on both of them as a kid.
Yeah, with you on that.
Yeah, it was a Scooby-Doo movie that did it for me. Right, okay. We're really getting into it because Disney released my all-time favourite film, Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah. You wonder where my obsession with blue comes from. That's where it begins. Mariah had an iconic MTV Cribs episode, and Halle Berry was the first black woman to win an Oscar. Come on, girl.
Yes.
The UK music industry was in the midst of one of its biggest chart battles, the iconic Will Young versus Gareth Gates.
Oh, God, that was so intense. I kept switching, who I wanted to win.
Oh.
I fancied Gareth, but then I think I really wanted Will to win in the end.
Okay, well, clearly, Sarah, your vote counted as Will Young won Pop Idol, beating Gareth Gates. And his debut record, Evergreen, released within hours of his victory, went on to become the decade's best-selling single.
That's mad, isn't it? And it's, to this day, the decade's best-selling single.
That's insanity.
Right?
Come on, Will. The show also gave us the return of Darius, R.I.P.
I know. Hit me, baby, one more time. Do you know what it was for me? It was the clicks. Hit me, baby, one more time.
This is definitely your era.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jacob's a bit blank.
Well, I was 3.
Fair.
We'll give me a chance.
Yeah. So do you know the Darius audition I'm talking about?
Yeah, of course. I mean, not to the point that I know the clicks of the songs.
Yes, just ask any millennial about those clicks, the pause. I mean, to have that confidence to be like, wait, time. And then he went to like some jazz version. But Jacob, I was 13 at this time. So this is peak pop culture for me.
No, I so get that. I mean, gosh. Well, when I was 13, that was like Little Mix's year winning the X Factor.
Oh, well, there you go.
So I totally get it.
Yeah,
I totally get it.
And at this time, over on the BBC, they had Fame Academy, which was so good. And David Snedden from Scotland came out trumps. That also gave us the liquid gold voice of Lamar. And over the pond, the first ever American Idol was won by Kelly Clarkson.
A moment like this.
I know, right? Now, as talent shows were all the rage in 2002, why not throw one more in the mix, I hear you say? Well, especially following the massive success of Popstars, in which the band Hearsay was created.
Check out episode 2 of our pop group splits to fill you in on that era.
Exactly. Now, these shows were dominating and changing the landscape of the music industry. And in 2002, for 18 separate weeks, the UK #1 came from a reality TV talent show.
Wowzers. Now, Louis Walsh and Pete Waterman wanted to recreate that magic, but this time they would audition all the girls and boys and pick the final 10 of each. They would then have X Factor style sing-offs, with them bizarrely standing in as each other's backing singers. I mean, honestly, you could fall down a whole YouTube hole watching these videos.
And I have.
Or you could just save your time and head over to our Insta or TikTok pages.
Absolutely.
Then, once they'd whittled down the contestants, they had the 2 bands, 1 boy band and 1 girl band, and they would go on to battle it out for the Christmas #1 spot.
Oh, it was bloody brilliant, Telly. Honestly. Oh, it's just so good. Popstar The Rivals was born, a 1-season only TV series hosted by one of our favourite Huns, Davina McCall. God, she really is like the fairy godmother of reality TV.
Especially of the noughties.
Yeah.
Absolute legend.
The Rivals on ITV was the only show to watch, as thousands tuned in to see one of the biggest bands form, Girls Aloud.
But Sarah, let's not forget now, that's not the only iconic band it produced. The one and only, well actually the 2 and only, Cheeky Girls.
Oh,
we are the Cheeky Girls.
Who, by the way, I always thought they sang that ketchup song.
No, Touch My Bum.
Oh, with pleasure, my darling.
Oh. No, the song.
Oh my God. Touch my bum.
Don't be shy.
What time to be alive. Oh, the Cheeky Girls. It really was one of those like mad pop moments like Jedward.
Yes, totally.
Also
Imagine a
twins.
super group.
Oh my God, the Cheeky Girls and Jedward.
Make it happen.
Well, the judges lineup was as random as the Cheeky Girls. We had Louis Walsh, Pete Waterman, and Jerry Halliwell.
Yeah, that's quite iconic. She really was, the hot commodity of pop in this time as well.
And you know what? At the time, I loved that she was on there. And it was so exciting. A Spice Girl. But watching back, sorry, she was a little bit annoying.
That's Jerry though, isn't it?
Yeah, true. Well, Jacob, let's meet the auditionees.
Let's start with our musical theatre queen from West Yorkshire. That was a term.
It's not West Yorkshire.
We're going to quickly move past that. Kimberly Walsh. Our Kimber was from a theatrical family, with both her sisters joining the cast of Emmerdale over the years.
They're very Yorkshire of them.
Her sister Sally played the role of Lynn Hutchisons from 1997 to 2000, and then in 2014, Amy joined the cast as Tracy Shankly.
Oh.
Kimberly got her first taste of the stage at a school performance of Les Mis, and then joined a local theatre school where she later became a teacher. Her audition was actually really good, and she went for a hard one. She went for a Whitney song.
Oof, that's a brave one.
She belted out, "Where Do Broken Hearts Go?" And what did you think?
Do you know, Jacob, I actually thought she was one of the best.
Well, the judges were impressed too, and just like that, the girl was through. But it wasn't an easy road for our Kimber.
To be honest, there are so many sliding door moments and just sheer luck for all of the girls involved.
Totally.
And the fact that they even made the band is just luck.
Or fate.
Oh, I like it.
Yes, even though she did do a great first audition, Kimberly didn't make it into the group of 10 female contestants who made the final show.
Wow.
But in a twist of fate, after one of the contestants was disqualified on a technicality, she was in. And then she went on to make the final band. Would you look at that?
Oh, sliding door moment.
Or burnt toast theory.
Oh, here we go. Now, this one does always come with a tinge of sadness when looking back at any old footage of Sarah Harding. And I think even more so because she was just so full of life.
So exuberant.
Oh. Now, Sarah was born Sarah Hardman in Ascot, Berkshire. She attended school there until about 1993, and after her parents' separation, she moved to Stockport, age 14, good old Manchester. Now, Sarah's father had begun dating a younger woman, and she therefore disowned her father and changed her surname to Harding. So now, Sarah Harding studied hair and beauty at Stockport College. We all know a hair and beauty girl, and I tell you, the northern ones were crazy. And she worked all the jobs you can think of. It actually reminded me, honestly, of my early years. I mean, she had done it all. She did promo work. She was a waitress at Pizza Hut, a van driver, a debt collector, a BT telephone phone operator. I mean, I think my favourite part of this is just imagining gorgeous, glamorous Sarah Harding just doing all these jobs. Honestly, it was just like me, Jacob.
But Sarah was your girl as well.
Yeah, she really was. And maybe she served you Pizza Hut and you never know. Now, she toured most of the northwest of England, performing in pubs, social clubs, caravan parks, anything just to support herself. She was really determined to make it as a singer. So, in 2002, while she was recording dance tracks, she decided to audition for the UK Talent Search shows. And she actually auditioned for both Fame Academy and, of course, Popstars The Rivals. She got onto the latter, and her audition, oh, I loved it. Little pop classic, singing Good Old Steps. Last thing on my mind.
She was a Hun from the very beginning.
She knew it. And she was given a yes, like, straight away. She was giving it her all. I mean, a bit of jazz hands going on. She was just a ball of energy.
And from Stockport to Liverpool, Nicola Roberts, our doll-like scouser with bright red hair and oof, some pipes.
Girl can sing.
She grew up in Runcorn, Cheshire, and her mum had Nicola at the age of 17. Her dad was in the RAF and therefore absent most of the time. She was shy at school, but at home super outgoing, so they called her Scylla.
I love it. Of course they called her Scylla.
She started auditioning for girl groups and was recording demos. When she auditioned, she was, quote, terrified.
Oh, bless her. She was only a wee 16 years old as well, and she did such a good audition. She sang Shakira's Underneath Your Clothes, which, by the way, I forgot was such a good pop.
It really is.
Really good. But Louis Walsh wasn't impressed, and in a rather mean way, I thought, to tell such a young girl, says she's not brilliant. But Pete loves her voice, and Jerry is just being Jerry and kind of chatting shite and going between both, to be honest. But she gets through.
During the auditions, she coincidentally sat next to Kimberly Walsh, and the two spent time rehearsing together before their solo audition. Out of everyone that was there, I just love those little moments.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, isn't it cute? Just like Kimberly, as the final approached, she didn't make it into the house with the final 10 contestants. But hey, in another surprise twist of fate,
Ooh.
despite Louis still not being one for Nicola,
Oh, how wrong he was.
she was brought back after 2 contestants pulled out. She said of her time on the show,
Every week before I went on stage, I used to go to the toilet, go to the same cubicle and just pray and just ask God, please let me have this. Even though I wasn't confident.
are we doing Nicola or Cheryl here?
I don't know. I'm travelling across all 5 members of the band. Even though I was confident in my singing ability and I knew I had a stronger voice than most at the time, I had a little bit of insecurity because I'd been told that Louis didn't want me. I was never in the bottom 2, and the producers told me I always came in the top 2 or 3 in terms of votes each week, which was great.
That is great.
Yeah, apart from Louis.
I mean, she proved a point to Louis there.
Right.
She, of course, went on to make the band her true calling.
Now this girl.
Nadine? Nadine Coyle?
Apologies in advance
Oh, this is my
for
favourite.
any Irish listeners. The dairy girl from Ireland. See, I just can't do it. Right. Nadine Coyle, who has given us, Jacob, one of our favourite quotes / TV scene ever.
Mike and my Gemini.
Making me a Gemini. And now I'm going to caveat this with, I really can't do her accent. Which, do you know what? Do you not find that really ironic? Because most days I actually get mistaken for being Irish, but Northern Irish, so there is a big difference. But her accent is
So iconic.
Oh.
Biking with Flyer.
Fleur.
The girls. Me and the girls. Flyer Pyre.
Now, Nadine's parents said they noticed that she could sing from the age of 2, which is quite impressive.
Who's singing it too?
I know. I almost
Well, we know Nadine's parents have got a few fibs in them. So.
Your dad's looking for the passport in my car. Oh. So she started to make demos and she sent them to our Louis Walsh and The Late Late Show, which is a huge show in Ireland. So Louis really has been integral, or at least very present with her career and just always there.
I think Nadine's the only one Louis still likes, to be honest.
I think you've got a point there. So, of course, Louis Walsh already knew Nadine when she auditioned for Popstars The Rivals. She was previously on Irish Popstars in a now fantastic clip that many a gay can quote. She was exposed for not being the right age. She was 16 years old, 2 years younger than the minimum age requirement at 18.
The drama.
So Jacob and I, just, to get us in the mood, we actually just watched it.
I didn't realise that it was like a full 12-minute clip either. Like, I know the iconic bit of making me a Gemini.
Yeah.
And when she's looking, she's like, Mummy, have you got my passport? But the full clip with the tears and the waving out of the van and... Oh my gosh.
Filming her the entire time. And what an actress. Do you know what? She didn't make the band. She should head to Hollywood and they don't care if you're 18 there.
Oh my gosh. So, for context, there was age limits set on this competition. And
Yeah.
Nadine was 16 and lied to get onto the show so that she could obviously have a shot at superstardom.
Mm-hmm.
She made the band on the Irish version. And it was then in like a post-competition interview, she accidentally spilled the beans when she described herself and used her real date of birth.
15th of the 6th, 85, making me a Gemini. Oh, wait. What did I say? Did I say 85 or did I say 87 or did I say... What did I say? And then, like Jacob says, 12 minutes of filming of just... Oh, squeaky bums knowing she's lying.
Literally, it's very uncomfortable, but...
We got an absolute golden pop culture moment.
Totally. Top 10, I think.
I think you're there.
Yeah. Making me a Gemini.
Fast forward to her Girls Aloud audition, and Louis is shouting that he knows her, saying, "Here's my girl." And of course, she's fab. She's so good at singing. She sang Eva Cassidy's Field of Gold, and they put her through very fast. And is this fair to say that apart from, obviously, her epic Irish pronunciations, I would say she's probably the main vocalist, her and Sarah?
I would say so. Yeah, I'd totally say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think personally, the reason I think Girls Aloud works so well is because all of their voices sound so good together.
Yes, they did blend. Next up, it's the nation's sweetheart, the woman who had the UK in a chokehold. It's Cheryl Tweedy, the Geordie girl who had always wanted to perform. Not necessarily to be famous, but desperate to be on that stage. And she certainly ended up being extremely famous.
And of course, she was stunning. I mean, I didn't know any boy growing up that did not fancy Cheryl Tweedy.
All the girls wanted to be her.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was the fourth of 5 kids by the now iconic Joan. Her parents split when she was aged 11. And you know what? There must be something about these pop star mums with a black short hairdo called Joan.
Oh, yes. Ariana's mum. Oh, have you ever seen them in the same place?
Yeah, they were always by their little girl's side.
True that.
Cheryl was quite the little performer, and started sequence dancing at aged only 4.
Sequence dancing?
Yes, I thought the same. But it's basically an older ballroom dancing.
Okay.
Yeah, and she was fab. Of course, we know how great a dancer Cheryl is.
Hashtag do the Cheryl.
Please see our socials. And by age 7, she'd also been in a British gas advert.
Ooh, toasty.
Cheryl was the feisty one from Newcastle. She was only 19 and with an even stronger Geordie accent at this point. She sang another pop classic for her audition, S Club 7. Have you ever loved and lost somebody? It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad for Cheryl.
Sarah! Louis, in this audition, told her, hey, look, life as a pop star is not easy. Saying, it's early mornings, late nights, and lots of bullshit.
Well.
It looks like she was able to handle it, Louis, until that bloody mosquito came along.
Oh, God, Jake. That really took her down.
Look, in all seriousness, Mosquito Gate was an incredibly severe time for Cheryl, and the way she was able to bounce back from that still astounds me to this day. But hey, that's for a later chapter. Back to everybody fancying Cheryl. It was extremely strange just how much they were talking about her looks in the audition beyond anything else.
Yeah, I mean, it does get a bit weird and pervy in my opinion.
Yeah, Pete Waterman, it's like one of those cartoons with his eyes popping out of his head. And even Jerry's in a bit of a daze, shouting, she's gorgeous, as she leaves. Pete does this strange stare at the camera after complimenting her beautiful eyes and skin. I mean, it's all a bit bizarre, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds really harsh, but I think her looks got her through that audition.
I think so. But in a general basis, the standard was way lower then than it is now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you want to have your opinion, check out that video on our Instagram at the Poppy C Podcast.
I do love Cheryl.
Oh my God, I do. She's such a good pop star.
She then made it into the final 10 with a surreal pop culture moment of Jerry Halliwell breaking the news to Cheryl, symbolically passing on the baton from a member of the best-selling UK girl group of the 90s to a member of what would become the best-selling UK girl group of the noughties. They are the 2 members of their respective bands that go on to have incredible solo careers. And hello, a fun Poppy C fact.
Oh, hello.
Cheryl ended up becoming the first British female to have 5 number 1 singles.
That's amazing.
Overtaking Jerry, who had 4.
Ooh, it's all very connected.
Oh yes, everything links together in the Poppy C sphere.
Ooh. I mean, the amount of footage and documentaries that we watched when researching this, I think my favourite, and I'll admit, Jacob, I've watched it several times, is when they choose the final 5 girls for the band. It's so dramatic and it's unnecessarily savage.
Right.
Like, why only have one that doesn't make the band?
Because they got down to like a final 6 and it was, right, we're going to announce one by one the ones that did make it, and there was just one loser.
It's really hard. Very, very ash.
Where's your brain in your middle toe?
Here is the rundown of the dramatic happenings that in turn created Girls Aloud. Now imagine this. They're all sat together, having performed for the last time, dressed in very similar colour scheme of, would you say, brown and beiges?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neutral tones.
Now first to be announced that she has made the band is our Sheza. Cheryl, she's buzzing. Now you can see how much this means to her. She's jumping about, punching the air.
Davina then reveals the second member of the band, and it's Nicola, who looks terrified, and she just starts crying on Davina's shoulder, which is now obviously it's crazy to watch, knowing how young she was, really.
Yeah, very true. Next up, it's our girl.
It's our girl.
I can't do it. Nadine.
Girl Pyre.
With the flower. It's Nadine, who, by the way, doesn't actually look that happy and shares a weirdly long hug with Davina, but asked how she's feeling. She's very sad, Jacob, because her bestie Kimberly is still left on the sofa.
Well, luckily for our Nadine, next up, it's Kimberly, who also just bawls her eyes out, which is everyone so far, bar Sheza, of course, who just kept punching the air. Perhaps a sign of things to come.
Watch out, toilet attendants.
Kimberly and Nadine hug like long-lost lovers.
Oh.
And interesting to see how that dynamic changed over the years.
Indeed. Now it's just down to Sarah or Javine, and it is so intense. I actually feel really bad for them.
It's horrible.
Yeah. They go to the judges. Louis said he didn't think that she would make it, but he's just so happy that Cheryl's there. A nice little backhanded compliment from the shady queen himself.
Louis is the shady queen. Yes.
Little did he know he'd be rowing with her in the X Factor in years to come.
That part drives me wild because he started off loving Cheryl and ended up despising her.
I'd love to know the juice. He also said he knew Nadine would get in. Of course he did. Now, I thought it was a wee bit savage. Jerry says that, you know, Sarah and Javine are the strongest and the most confident performers. So essentially just slagging the ones that have made the band.
See, I disagree with you here a little bit. I think it was quite nice that she was sort of giving them that little bit. One of them was about to fail. Do you know what I mean? One of them was about to have her dreams crushed. I think it was nice to be like, but you're great, you're the best, woo.
Do you know
I think
what?
if I was on a stool already in the band, I'd been like, yeah, let's make them feel a bit better about their impending loss.
Good point.
Then, Davina announces the fifth and final member of Girls Aloud. And it's our Sarah.
Yay!
Sarah sobs, running theme. Bless her heart. But it's so awkward as all the other girls just sort of sit there looking shocked. And in all honesty, they don't look particularly happy that Sarah's the one to have been chosen. And look, I get it though, because you need to show that you're disappointed for the one that's just lost. But it's very uncomfortable and awkward for Sarah, whose big moment is tarred by the fact that it's also someone else's loss.
Yeah, and Kimberly just looks like she's giving her growlers. Like, she looks raging. But, you know.
No one hugs her or stands up. And you know what? I think it's the shock because they all expected Javine to be like a sure bet for the group. The maddest part is when the credits roll.
Oh my gosh.
It shows all the four girls just walk away from Sarah.
Oh.
They don't say a word to her or like grab her hand, and they just go over to Javine to console her. And it's Davina that actually goes to hug Sarah and encourage Sarah. And look, hey, they're all teenage girls, and we don't know the, you know, the friendship dynamics that were at play there. But
Yeah, just feels a bit brutal. They just kept those cameras rolling. And do check out our Instagram to see that clip.
well, after weeks of auditions, dance-offs, and tears from those sent home, the bands were complete and the world was introduced to Girls Aloud and One True Voice.
However, the world would soon forget One True Voice. Sorry.
Facts. What was interesting was everyone thought the boys were going to win. As, you know, since the Spice Girls, the boy bands had been dominating the music game. But hey, look, after a clever marketing campaign...
Bye, girls. Bye, boys.
And a much better song...
The girls shocked everyone as Dr. Fox announced they had claimed the Christmas #1 spot and won the show!
Woo!
Woo! And that concluded their journey on Popstars, The Rivals.
The start of Girls Aloud.
They won the show with the still iconic sound of the underground. And Jacob, I'm going to go there. I think it was the best original single to come out of a TV talent show.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to stand with you on that one.
Yay! Now, in a documentary, the girls talked about first hearing the song and thinking, thank God. It was a fresh sound and not some cover. Kim instantly thought, that's brilliant. Cheryl said it was so different and so edgy, people were not ready. And my favourite, hilariously, Nicola said, we had something that was fresh for us rather than just doing an Atomic Kitten song. It really got me. They were really savage from the start. And I think those early days of not having media training, Girls Aloud, were amazing.
We got some gems from the lack of media training.
We did. Now, it was similar to the Spice Girls. We had 5 feisty girls that just said what they thought. And it was really refreshing and fun. The success of Girls Aloud really did come from their manager, good old Louis Walsh. He actually took a risk with their debut single. And in a rare gambling mood, he took a punt on a demo that had been circling around in the industry for at least a year for that first single. It was the product of an unorthodox production house from Kent, and they went by the name of Xenomania. Brian Higgins and Miranda Cooper had spent half a decade on the pop margins, but after the success of Sound of the Underground, they continued to work with the girls. They went on to write and produce most of Girls Aloud's singles and albums, shaping that decade of pop in their own image as they also produced the glitzy smash singles for artists such as Sugar Babes, Rachel Stevens, and Gabriella Chilmy. Now, on the night they won, Cheryl said that when she got back to her hotel, she just lay down in her hotel bed and had never felt so euphoric. It must have been really strange for the girls, as their life had literally changed overnight.
Oh, yeah, I bet. After the whirlwind of madness, they finally got to go home for Christmas. But hey, home was not as they knew it, as they watched themselves on top of the Pops performing Sound of the Underground. The girls had had their first taste of fame, and it was something they were all going to have to get used to, especially our Sheza. She famously says, "Slowly but surely you start to realise, actually, I can't nip to the garage in my pyjamas anymore for a pint of milk even if I wanted to."
I feel you, babe.
It was all going well for the girls until Cheryl and Nicola decided to go for a night out at the Drink nightclub in Guildford, Surrey.
Uh-oh.
The now infamous night in January 2003 involved Cheryl punching a toilet attendant and apparently racially abusing her. And it was bad.
I mean, the poor woman's face was bad.
Apparently, this was all over at Lollipop.
Oh, gee whiz.
With Cheryl claiming she thought she was being attacked and reacted. She was found guilty of assault, but cleared of racial assault. She was ordered to pay £3,000 and do 120 hours of community service.
Yeah, not a great look for a brand new pop star.
Not at all. And hey, it really wasn't looking good for the future of Girls Aloud right at this point. Or Cheryl in particular. But after laying low and working on the music, 6 months after, they released their first debut album, Sound of the Underground. This album gave us their second single, No Good Advice, which hit number 2 on the chart, as well as Life Got Cold. Sarah.
Yeah.
The girls were everywhere.
Oh, they were.
TV shows, photo shoots, radio shows, bus, club, another club, no sleep, next plane.
It's showbiz, baby.
Sarah says it was the excitement that kept them going, running on 4 hours sleep.
Aww.
We've been there.
Yeah.
It was full on, and the girls got no time off. We've been there.
Yeah.
Kimberly explained that we didn't spend a lot of time arguing yet. We actually liked being around each other all the time. Even journeys to and from gigs, 2-3 hours in the car, chatting to our friends, putting the world to rights. And I actually quite liked that. Nicola explained that they were just young girls who didn't have a clue. Takeaways every night. If the washing machine had broke, they'd still call management.
Oh my gosh, I love this story. One night, Nicola and Cheryl were in this flat, freezing. They were literally sitting with jackets on and the gas ring hobs huddling round them when someone from their team popped over and they were like, guys, why are you sitting in the freezing? And they explained the heating's broken. And he stood up, walked over to the dial on the wall and just turned on the heating. Nicola went on to say, "We just had our clothes, we had our mobile phones, and we had each other. And that's how we coped. And darling, I think that's most women."
Jump, a Pointer Sisters cover, came in 2003, giving the girls their first movie soundtrack, as it was recorded for arguably one of the best Christmas movies of all time, Love Actually.
Oh, Jump became such a memorable moment in Love Actually, with, of course, the Hugh Grant Prime Minister dance. Just love that film. Such a Poppy C moment.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Their success only grew from there, and by November 2004, they released their second album, What Will the Neighbors Say?
Don't know what they're going to say. Probably say, Jesus, he is crazy.
It was an incredible success for the band, and they gave us some pop culture classics, all on the same album.
We're talking 5 top 10 singles, including Love Machine, The Show, and the Children in Need single, I'll Stand By You.
Aww.
But it wasn't love straight away with Love Machine. When the girls first heard that song, they hated it. Kim initially said, we heard it and we were like, what the hell is this? We were like, is this mental? I love how my Kim is, Gary. Nadine said,
Career suicide. Let's go Eskimo. What is going on?
what's going on with your accent? I love it. Let's go, Eskimo.
Wait, what's going on? Career suicide?
Oh, well, they all laughed about the fact that it was pretty embarrassing that they went into a meeting with the head of their label saying it's a terrible song, they don't want to sing it, and it went on to be the song that they're probably most known for. And it was a huge hit, going to number 2. Cheryl did admit that it taught them that they needed to listen sometimes. But that music video,
Iconic.
So at this point, I was 16. And I can confirm that is how we were all dressing for the club.
Oh, no.
In our highly flammable, bright coloured dresses.
Sarah, I'm going to need to see some photos of this.
Oh, yes. I'm sure there's plenty. And a Facebook album named after one of their songs. Now, just a wee Poppy C check-in moment at this point. This is around the time that Cheryl had started dating, to use a naughty's phrase, love rat, Ashley Cole.
That was said with some venom.
Oh, I don't.
Appropriately so.
Now, the media were obsessed with them. And our Sheza started hanging out with the wags and the ultimate queen, Vicky B.
What a crossover. It's that photo of them at the football game.
First it was Jerry. She's just working her way through the Spice Girls.
Yeah, living your dream.
Yeah, right.
As a group, Girls Aloud were taking the charts by storm. They had adoring fans who loved them, but having come from a TV talent show, they still didn't feel like they had the respect of the music industry. Then came their first Brit nomination in 2005 for Best Pop Act. But unfortunately that year, they lost to McFly.
Oh. Later that year, the girls embarked on their first tour, 22 dates across theatre-sized venues. They also released Girls on Film, which sounds far filthier than it is, showing the Times a DVD of all their videos so far.
Oh, I love those.
Now, the success kept coming with the release of their third album, Chemistry, in December of 2005, with possibly one of the best pop songs of all time, Biology.
Oh, yes.
And it's not just us that thinks it. Music journalist Peter Cashmore described it as the best pop single of the last decade at the time of release.
Peter made some points. Biology captured the nation's hearts and really demonstrates the quintessential Girls Aloud sound. When they were in the recording studio, they used to record like lots of different parts of different songs, and they would often just record parts of songs and piece them together. And Biology was quite literally 3 songs smushed together.
I love that.
And at first when they heard it, they thought, what the hell? But it works, and it is a certified pop banger.
Now, the album also gave us Long Hot Summer and a whole lot of history.
Oh.
Do you have a favourite Girls Aloud song?
Oh my goodness. Off the top of my head, Biology.
Is it?
Honestly, yeah. But there's so many. I mean,
There's
truly.
so many.
Gosh, Wake Me Up.
Yeah.
Obviously, that little sort of pop rock moment for the girls. The Promise.
The Promise is up there. It's probably my favourite. Yeah, The Promise
There's
is my
just
favourite.
so many good ones.
I love Something New.
Something new that, yes, the 10-year anniversary track.
Yeah.
Girl Overboard.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Not just the singles.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's on the album tracks now.
I'm a real fan. By 2006, the girlies have been on the pop music treadmill for almost 4 years solid. And this is where they switched record labels, moving to Polydor Records. Only a year earlier, they had switched managers from Louis Walsh to Hilary Shaw. And in true bitchy Louis style, he said he had just inherited them from the TV show, but couldn't give the time as he was so busy with Westlife and his boy bands. And we know Louis loves his boy bands.
Oh, he does.
He has gone on to say he regrets not giving them the time. No wonder with how successful they were, but that was largely in part to their new manager. In 2006, they let the fans in even more as they filmed a fly-on-the-wall style documentary for ITV, Girls Aloud Home Truths, which led on to the iconic E4 show, Girls Aloud Off the Record, which truly gave us an all-access, unfiltered Girls Aloud experience. And such a fun little watch back. If you ever find yourself at a loose end, you know what to watch. It followed them on promo tours to Australia, New Zealand, Ibiza, and Greece. And this gave us the iconic scene of Cheryl not giving a shit about the highest point in Greece. She
Quite
does not want to
literally.
walk up that hill. And you know what? To be fair to the girl, she's in heels.
Yeah, she is. She goes, can you do it?
Who even cares if we get to the highest point in Greece? Who even cares? It smells of shit. That's what it is. Shit. It's all shit. I couldn't give a shit.
Oh, you can take the girl out in Newcastle. After the switch in the record label came their first ever arena tour, but just a small one of 10 dates across the UK. And the tour begins with a mad scientist creating 5 women, which was a callback to how the band was created. They also helped the festival scene this year and the release of their greatest hits album in October 2006. It was praised as a reflection of what the band had achieved, and it featured 12 of the group's singles, 2 of which had reached number 1 in the UK. The album featured 3 new tracks with Something Kinda Ooh, perfect, and I Think We're Alone Now.
Doesn't seem to be anyone around.
These were being released as singles and peaking inside the top 5 on the UK singles chart. The album entered the UK album chart at number 1, making it Girls Aloud first album to do so. And in a hilariously shady move, they also included their own cover of Sacred Trust. That was the song originally recorded by One True Voice, their fellow pop star rivals.
Really? Yes. Well, so I didn't know that.
Very kitty cat indeed.
Shady boots from the girls.
Another fun fact about this album was the cover art drama.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. The Irish flag.
So originally it featured the Union Jack, but our dairy girl, Nadine, wasn't having it. And fair enough, she's not from the UK. So she insisted that the Irish flag be added, which they all agreed. But the flag appears backwards on the cover, resembling the flag of the Ivory Coast instead.
So embarrassing.
It's such a fail.
2007 brought the very opposite of a pop fail, though, with one of our fave collabs in the land of Poppy C. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. We got a Sugar Babes and Girls Aloud crossover collaboration. And all for a good cause.
Even better.
Comic relief. The girls joined forces and recorded the Aerosmith cover, Walk This Way, giving Girls Aloud their 3rd number 1 single. In support of their first Greatest Hits album, Girls Aloud embarked on the Greatest Hits tour in 2007. The show was a huge success and dubbed the group's raunchiest tour ever. Oh yes, Girls Aloud, Women Aloud. It received favourable reviews, but it was criticised for the number of covers performed.
That Nicola Atomic Kitten comment will come back to haunt her.
Yeah, kind of bit them in the ass there.
Yeah. By the end of a very busy 2007, the girls were dominating the pop game, and there was no slowing them down.
No.
In November 2007 came their 4th studio album, Tangled Up, with the first single of the album, Sexy.
No.
It's one of my faves, Jacob.
It's good, isn't it? That beginning bit with Cheryl, and then when it just like all
Allow
hell
me-
breaks loose.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so euphoric.
No. And it's the fact that it's still so Girls Aloud, but with a new, fresher, crazy sound.
Funky fresh.
Yeah. The song peaked at number 5 on the charts, and it was followed by the release of Call the Shots, which entered at number 3. And then a total pop banger, Can't Speak French, which brought us the iconic music video with the sexy Marie Antoinette costumes.
What a great album, and I think Can't Speak French is definitely one of my most memorable music videos from Girls Aloud. I remember that was really like the peak era of when I was like really loving on Girls Aloud. And I've got to say, Call the Shots was actually Nadine's favourite Girls Aloud track. Did you know?
Is it?
Yeah,
No,
another
I
little
do.
fun Poppy C fact.
She just called him. She just...
I said, Nadine, what's your favourite track?
We're Australian.
I was- Come from the land down under. Look, it's truly incredible, to be honest, how many pop hits they provided at this point. They really were love machines and pop hit machines. It was also in 2007 that they turned to the world of movies,
It's Hollywood, baby.
making a cameo in the St. Trinian's movie, also recording songs for the soundtrack. The album featured 2 original songs by Girls Aloud, including the single Theme to St. Trinian's. A music video for the song was released to promote the film and soundtrack.
Yeah, this was a really good soundtrack. It featured the Mark Ronson / Lily Allen track, Oh My God.
Oh, you love that song.
Yeah, I really do. The Noisettes, do you remember them?
Yes, I'll never forget you.
Yeah, they were on it. And of course, the one I really remember was the film's cast cover of Shampoo's Trouble, which I can't get in my head right now. I was about to sing
It's
it.
okay. It's okay, don't just sing them all.
No, I know, but it's really annoying me. Not for this, just my head.
Oh, okay.
Now, surely by this point, Jacob, they're bloody exhausted.
Hey, look, we talked about it enough on previous episodes. We know how much these bands get burnt out. And in the meantime, the tensions begin to build. Girls Aloud seem to still be getting on at this point, though, and churning out those pop bops. By 2008, they were onto their 5th studio album, Out of Control. The album entered the UK album charts at number 1, get in girls, and became their most successful studio album to date, being certified double platinum.
Go on, girls. Oh, and this gave us my favourite Girls Aloud song of all time, The Promise.
Yes, it sure did. And although still at the peak of their career as a band, this is when we started to see the signs of solo endeavours and a slight shift in the dynamic of the group.
Which I reckon is the perfect place to leave our little pop princesses, as 2008 becomes a transformative year for all the members of the band. Make sure you join us again next week as we look at the TV show that kick-started the girls' solo paths and was the prompt that launched the mammoth solo career of Cheryl.
And of course, some of the beefs that followed the outspoken girls throughout their career. We'll be getting into it all. Thank you for listening. We will see you next week.
See you next time on the
Poppy C
Pod.
It's giving Cheryl. Love you.
Love you.
Hi guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Poppy C Pod.
Whilst we've collected our information from reputable sources, the opinions and views expressed do not necessarily reflect or represent those who we've discussed in this episode.
As much as we would have loved to have witnessed these Poppy C moments in person,
Sadly, we did not.
and this episode is a combination of in-depth research and our own opinions.
Make sure to check out the Poppy C Pod on Instagram at the Poppy C Podcast.
And at the Poppy C Pod on all other socials.
Please leave us a 5-star review on your podcast streaming service.
It really does make the world of difference to an independent podcast like our own.
Thanks, darlings, and see you next time on
The Poppy C Pod.